How's it? Yeah, no. Hopefully everyone had a good week here. Let me go get the songs going. All right, let's see if I can figure out how the fuck to draw muzzles. Ayo, but is that CaroQuest 64 creator Melon speedruns? Lemon fast walk. 67 is exactly 2 off the funny number. Listen, is Lemon fast? What the? Why did the Borb not come? What the fuck? Are song requests open? Song requests are open. Welcome on, Cornflake Girl. Glad I was weaving. It's exclamation note of note. It is exclamation mark SSR, and then a Spotify link or search. I had a very productive ride today. Heck yeah. Borb Muscle called out sick today. It flew to somewhere. Huh. Fascinating. Ayo, the Jacko post. Welcome on, Ash. Glad I was Sweet Bean. Also, hold up a moment. Let me get some sneaky shoutouts. First of all, if you like what's the 67 stand for? Swaria, look what you fucking did. Listen, we work with this is the first time that any of this has been mentioned, and now chat won't stop talking about it. It's like you take away their ability to talk about a thing, and then they just want to keep talking about it. So the 67 stands for nothing. It's as my understanding is that it is just basically a throwaway line in a rap song that means nothing. Okay. Oh god, how do I do art again? Okay, Gen Alpha. Yeah, it's a Gen Alpha thing. Didn't the kid who made it start his own crypto scam? I believe it, and that's what makes it funny. I have no idea what any of this means. Thanks for sharing, no problem. But yeah, hopefully everyone else's week was good. I just more or less existed. Good to know. Do you know that 7 is also a well-known 6 offender? Shut the fuck up. I hate that. That is a joke I definitely have heard a couple of times. Speaking of scanner, remembers when NFTs were a thing? I love the fact that the fucking we had a slight reminder of NFTs from the Amazon Web Service blackout, because everyone's apes, people who own the apes, they're they couldn't see theirs because of the the site it was being hosted on had died. Welcome on a Cannabis. Glad I have you, Sweet Bean. Cannabis of no exclamation mark SSR. It's 2 S's. They do not mourn the death of NFTs. No one fucking does. There's nothing to mourn. You start a BG3 combat and it says +5 on the tracker up top. That's relatively common for the late game combats. I won't lie. Like that is by no means a uncommon occurrence. But I got really nothing I can think about. Like, speaking of the death of worthless virtual items, the fucking CS:GO skin market dip is the single funniest thing that's happened in like the last 2 months. It's so goddamn funny. There are actually like people who are like, oh, it's kind of sad. I'm like, the fuck you mean it's sad? But Starky, what? I cannot possibly give less of a shit. Because it's just like, I spent all my grandma life savings on CS:GO skins. I'm gonna be honest with you, if you did that, you deserve to lose all your money. And like, to some degree, like, I get that there's like the state of the world is so garbage that it feels like you have to all in on these ridiculous bets to get anywhere. But that's a sign that the system is failing and needs to die, and not that you should have gone all in. Birdman, hi. So the It's movie, for some reason, they decided to make him Fortnite dance. What the fuck? Welcome on in, Browneck as well. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. It is hilarious because for what I understand, it happened because Valve made it easier to get stuff. Okay, so there is a system where basically oh shit, this is my jam. So basically, I'm gonna kind of explain this in like Magic the Gathering terms. Delos, welcome on in. Also, welcome on in, Akaborb. Can we shout for Delos? So in Magic the Gathering terms, there's like a couple of different rarities: common, uncommon, rare, and mythic. I think there's like a fifth one, which is the equivalent of like, we'll call it like, call it like, I'm trying to think of like like V star. I don't know, like that the Pokemon got. So you like the buff fireman? I did see that. So don't feel sorry. People investing in digital assets and getting screwed is not sad. It's natural selection. Didn't someone allegedly jump off a building due to the changes? To some degree, I heard that. I don't know necessarily how realistic it is. Almost the funny word, Kerm. So the idea of what was happening was they had a system for the longest time where like you could trade like 10 commons to get an uncommon, and then you could trade like 10 uncommons to get a rare, and then do like, get the mythic. Like you were basically like, you were still making progress towards getting like a really rare and valuable skin. But there wasn't like a path to get from like the second highest rarity to the highest rarity. And then they added that last night. I think it's like the conversion rate's like ×5 to go from like the second highest rarity to the highest rarity. And this was basically like its own closed off section, which was why shit was selling for $1 million. Literally, there was a fucking gun skin that sold for $1 million. Starky's writing this in drawing apps. Like, no, abso-fucking-lutely. Do not compare me to that particular piece of garbage. Then compareth my lexicon to dialect of French. Time to commit a felony. Welcome on in, Brig. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. It's time for me to commit the sewer slide. But no. So what happened was, for the longest time, like this was the system as it was. I understand it makes it funnier. Yeah, this was the system as it was. Like, there wasn't any way to convert to the highest rarity, and this was where the big fucking money was. And so, like, yesterday, Valve was like, you know what? Fuck it. Convert 5 of the second highest rarity, you get the highest rarity. That's like the knife skins and the gloves and whatever the shit. And the market fucking plummeted. Like, it's I think, hold up a moment, let me see what the market cap is, because it was apparently at its peak about 6 billion. CSGO skin market cap, it's lost billions. It's definitely lost at least 3 billion. Like, that was the most recent thing I've heard. They said it was $1 billion. No, it's increased since then, because the 1 billion was the immediate downward shot. It is definitely lost more than 1 billion, because I believe the most recent figure puts it at 3 million, which is about 50%. And that's even including the fact that, like, because of this system, the second highest rarity, a lot of those like skins shot up massively in value, because you could trade the shit ones that no one really wanted for a chance to get an you could convert it to a higher one. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like there's any more recent reporting. The most recent reporting I did see was from Voidzilla, where he said it was a $3 million loss. It's fucking wild, by the way. Like, okay, I get to some degree where this is coming from. I'm going to Kerm. I'm going to Kerm. But no, I can kind of get just canal judging before people can adjust. The funny thing is the market still hasn't, like, how much warning did they put to this change? 0. There was no warning. they just dropped it. It was honest. The fucking funny thing is the update that added that change was referred in internal documentation as a small change. It was a small change that destroyed $3 billion of market capitalization, which is so goddamn funny to me. But no, it's just like, that's actually negligent. I don't think it is. Because here's the thing. This kind of rampant speculation is very much like classical of late stage capitalism. Like, okay, we are at the point where, like, people are sending Hail Marys to have a chance at a good life. That's the problem. Is like there is no pathway to having a good, happy life that doesn't involve getting incredibly lucky on something. So it basically turns into which system do you want to gamble on? And it makes sense that it would be CS:GO because you have people in there who are like who play CS:GO and like know kind of like have a deep community ties. So they assume that gives them like trading insight, but it doesn't. I'm saying give people a warning the system might change. I think the fundamental, because like for me, I view very much this like the system is like, this is what you're getting into when you are doing a speculation on a system that is entirely like it's entirely owned and operated by a single entity. People gave a warning. It's called "Don't invest in digital assets." Yeah, that's the thing. It's like fundamentally like this. So the people who got fucked by this are like the same kind of people who got fucked by NFTs, where it's like you knew that this wasn't actually worth anything intrinsically, right? Like the system, like the market of skins, the market of NFTs was always based on speculation. There is no intrinsic value to like any of the things that you invest in digitally. So there's no reason like if you are investing in things digitally, you are intrinsically gambling. You are not like stock holding. That's different. People are just yeeting money at AI because they don't know what the fuck else to do with their lives. So here's the thing. There's a lot of money going to AI because if AI fails, the global economy collapses. Realistically speaking, if AI fails, because it's the rule of three between oh fuck, what's it called? What was the it was crypto, like the cryptos boom, and then the NFT boom, and then this. Like the market for like the tech companies is fucked, man. Like they've lost so much trust, and their entire valuation is based off of like speculation. The idea that any tech company could like triple, quadruple in value overnight from one big discovery. And so if AI fails, that's going to ruin everyone's ability to believe that they're capable of making something that's actually worth it. Stocks are going to plummet, and so will stockbrokers. This happens every couple of months, the new digital currency pump and dump. Yeah, it's basically a pump. To be fair, this one was a couple of years in the building. In the end, everything's worthless anyway, like nature intended. That's the fundamental thing. Is like, because you're looking at, like, I think that's kind of why people don't, like, I think there probably needs to be a little bit more, like financial literacy that's taught. Because if you look at the system as it is now, like it's pretty clear for anyone who actually has like a financial background to look at that and be like, there's nothing here. Like the big reason that stocks and bonds are the way they are is because there is financial backing to it. If you own a stock, you're guaranteed to like, you're getting dividends from the company. Like some of the money that they're making is going back to you. So there is financial guarantor in that. And if you're going for bonds, it's backed by a government, which means that there's, the government doesn't want to default because it looks really fucking bad. So like when it comes to digital products, there isn't that guarantor, unless it's like if you, where's the fucking Bitcoin where if it drops below like a fraction of a cent, the like person who makes it just spontaneously combusts. It's like, yes, here's Detcoin, where if it drops below a cent per coin, a bomb in my chest will go off. That's a hell of a way to guarantee a price value. I'm gonna be honest. Sadly, nothing gets physical guarantee anymore. That's why things like inflation are so rampant. That's fair. Well, because it's also like the system of capital trying to engage and interact with a system like the planet that is intrinsically finite, but trying to still acquire infinite growth in that. I assume Valve got nothing from this system outside of people feeling more motivated to gamble. Like, is it not that they is not like they get a fraction of the money for each transaction? So it actually kind of is. There is value for Valve in doing this, and there's a couple of reasons. Um, there are physical assets that hold value like gold or real estate. You overestimate how much people would care about the hypothetical death coin guy, methinks. Yes, but it incentivizes the death coin guy to like in some way prop up and guarantee some kind of financial value to his coin because he doesn't want to die. But no, Valve actually gets two huge wins from this. Valve gets a portion of the so like when he you did it wrong. It's because we're using Songify, which is SSR and then a Spotify link. But no, so Valve gets two big wins off this. Because Valve gets a portion of the money that is spent on transactions through their platform. So like the skins that are sold on Steam trading, Valve gets a portion of that, which is nice. The Spotify link, never mind. And then the other thing that Valve gets is the skin economy was actively fucking players for CSGO. I feel like I'm like slowly losing my mind. But no, the skin economy was like actively fucking the active players because they wanted to have some of the skins and they were so massively overvalued that it was just impossible to get a skin that you really liked. If there was like one specific like knife skin you wanted, your options were either gamble on like a fraction of a percent you get it, or shell out a couple 100,000. Like, and at that point, it's pretty clear that you're gonna hit a balking, like what's called a balking point for a lot of consumers who are gonna be like, no, I'm not doing either of those things. Hey Starky, thoughts on a deck that utilizes Saga's Blink? Oh, Magic the Gathering deck. No cosmetic should be more than 10 or $20. I think it's one of those things where it's like, as long as there is the ability to trade cosmetics, there's always going to be artificially high valuation on them. There we go. Deck usually does Saga's Blinking, Suspend, Rebound, Phasing, Time Travel, and Proliferate. That's a lot of different mechanics. I need to rebuild my Storytime deck. But no, that entire thing just had me just being like, it was just, I was just looking, I'm just like, what the fuck's the point of any of this? And then I, to some degree, think that it is very much it is the Gen Z capitulation of how broken the system is, where like the only option we have to have a good life is just to win the lottery or be born into a rich family. And if you're alive already, too bad, because you can't fucking roll again on the last one. Welcome on Diax. Look at how sweepy and Starky doing art. So blessed. Yeah, I'm working on some Weartober art. Back in my day, cosmetics were earned through gameplay achievements, crumples into dust. Yeah, I'm also very much there where I'm like, I kind of wish. God, that reminds me. But yeah, we're doing a Weartober piece. I had to do art today. I got to draw a sandwich. Why you got to draw I'm What happened that you need to draw a sandwich? I still got to draw a bucket of popcorn and some bugs. There's some fascinating art projects being worked on here, I suppose. Someone redeemed a thing and it requires me to draw something. They requested a sandwich. Fascinating. The question is, are you drawing yourself as the sandwich? I had a friend at one point out the fact that if you get your Sona drawn, like there's certain things that you imagine being a sandwich. I was about to say that Stark is my bucket of popcorn. Welcome on in, Mel. I'm glad I get sweeping. Oh, that reminds me. I should probably hop into the Discord real quick. There we go. I was about to say to Zed, there are certain things that I was taught that are like the warning signs. You already said hi to me. I was here before Stinky. Well, what is this? But no, there are certain things before they're like the telltale signs of someone who's into vor. And one of the ones was if they get drawn in a burrito, like if they get drawn in a tortilla, or if they get drawn in a bowl of soup. That's like those are like the telltales. Depends on the reference. So what I'm wondering, Zed, is are you the raccoon that is in the burrito, or are you in the bowl of noodles? Look, I'll be trying this on MS Paint. Does a hot tub count as a bowl? For macros, yes.
TF into Wonder Bread sandwich with Miracle Whip.
No, we're not doing the Miracle Whip argument again. I fucking refuse. I don't care if Miracle Whip fucking tries to market itself as mayonnaise. It's not. Welcome on a Ruffles. Go ahead, you sweet bean. Sir, I'll make you a sandwich. I actually never got Art of Me enough food before I got vor. I see we're talking about vor again. Welcome on in, Rich. Glad to have you, sweet bean. Listen. I gotta play to the audience. Oh, I would say getting into bellies a lot is a vor indicator. Yeah. I love when Starky plays with me. You know what, Starky? What?
Rats.
What?
Where the
This is rude, first of all.
Starky transform into a conventionally attractive white woman shopping for Wonder Bread while destroying the environment.
Not the Wonder Bread woman. Oh my god. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it so much. This fucking wombo combo of these deeply fucking... I need to contextualize this in case people are confused. It's an important thing I need to do. There you go. Starky, don't worry, no one will eat you. Eggs are in demand nowadays. Naked boar, I stole your shirt, go make bacon. I could do that.
Where the rat.
What's up, Crisp?
Did you just reset?
They just reset what? But I'm more of a burrito rat guy. That's fair. I definitely I've made it is funny now because having made a bunch more friends now who are definitely into that. I just lean into the teasing now because it's funny. Can I enjoy the view from under the desk too? Horny. Look, it points at you. Horny. Thank you for the save reminder. Horny frog. But no. Okay, there's got to be like a threshold, right? Because like if you get your Sona drawn as like one of those like edible ice cream pop, like if you get your Sona drawn as like an ice cream pop, that's not horny, right?
Inside of you are two wolves, and inside those wolves 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 is two wolves, and inside those wolves is a sandwich.
Wolves.
Rats.
What's up, Chris?
Where the rats.
Starky Trauma tier list stream when? We need to rank Wonder Bread, Seabat, Miracle Whip, Dishwasher, Buddy Holly, Extension.
Good.
Rats. Rats.
I like how I can tell when chat remembers that I have a TTS bot.
Are you going to contextualize the Wonder Bread for everyone who has missed the bread incident?
Is it funnier if I just leave it without context? 'Cause I have to imagine everyone who doesn't already know about the Wonder Bread incident does not want to know about the Wonder Bread incident. What's up, Chris?
Mom said it was my turn to use TTS.
No context, best context. Mostly it's like I feel like that's like the moment you've made it as an artist when you're asked to draw extremely esoteric porn. Like that's the moment where you can look at yourself and like you can look at how you've progressed as an artist and you're like, I've done it. I did it. Someone had a sexual awakening watching Captain Planet. Yeah? Listen, okay. Superheroes wear spandex. That's horny. Again, it's one of those things where it's like, did people like, okay, like if I went back in like 100 years ago and I asked people, it's like, oh, like, you know, like, you know, if I could read the like minds of the populace and get to like, is the like suited or like latex or like, you know, like the lycra kink even a thing, or is it a thing because we all grew up watching superheroes? You find it interesting how it's impossible to draw someone eating a popsicle without it being horny. Depends on the type of popsicle. Okay, but if I want Starky to draw porn of himself, what kind of high level is that? What kind of what kind of high level? What? My brain's melted. Here's the thing. I'm not even remotely a good enough artist to fucking draw porn yet.
Emergency. Emergency. Unknown source of pressure detected. Locking all doors to reach maximum safety.
Starky Poppy for shut up. Drawing a real nonsensical situation, making it hot is the true porn artist challenge. In this day and age, someone has a sexual awakening to everything. I am not a Poppy for
People say playing with dolls shaped into conventionally attractive women makes them gay, but playing with muscular, handsome men will turn them straight. Right.
You're a poppy bird of my heart. Here's the thing. I just have like no, you know, it's one of those things like I think at the very least, like as a content creator, I never, or like as someone who makes like, you know, art or like, you know, I want to do video essays. I don't ever want to be like, you know, like shackled to a specific thing. So if I did hit it off big, I don't think anything would meaningfully change. I would try to still be like the same, you know, person. I care about you, accept my compliments. No. No. Madge. I love how you are, Starky. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like I've seen a lot of people who've had to deal with like, you know, like the burnout of like putting on a character and then like having that character kind of like slowly, you know, kind of metastasize. And the bullshit of dealing with that, and I'm like, nah, I ain't fucking about that. We should both kiss Starky.
Rats, where the rats?
Starky, this is the closest thing to a roast I can give you. You seem like you're always 3 bad days and 4 beers from becoming a Rantsona YouTuber. I'm sorry.
The thing is, you're kind of right, though. I'm gonna be 100% with you. You're spitting. Shit, man. You notice Boxman and Venomous wear? Chat, Starky's acting like a brat again? What do you mean I'm acting like a brat again? I'm just saying, like, I don't think I'll ever hit it big because I'm not ever gonna, like, appeal. Like, I'm never gonna do some shit that, like, appeals to people on a mass level. We need to draw the Rantsona sprites then. Lobotomy Corp music? Yeah, that's what I use for the slowly approaching bird. The slowly approaching Borb. You mean Big Bird? I think it's gonna look a little. Yeah, I think we're looking a little bit closer. I think is kind of why this looks fucked up. Is there got any plans for the weekend? I'm gonna be visiting a friend over in Michigan. Let's get closer to Starky. Listen, I am very comfortable with hugs and physical affection, so. If you ever want to get in close, I'm pretty happy with that.
Where the rats?
What's up, Chris?
2-hour 4-minute video complaining about the failures of capitalism when?
I mean, to some degree you're kidding, but Starky, I love your butt, so take that, take that and eat it. My brain almost read that as I'm like, take that, I'ma eat it. Like my brain added the bit there where it's like, nice, you're gonna haunted house tomorrow? No. I'm actually gonna get groceries, and we're going to Michigan, and then I think we're going to do a pottery, like a pottery place on Sunday. I mean, do that too. Yeah, Melon? What's up, Chris?
You'll remember that meme? That was a screen cap of a YouTube video with someone's wolf sonar that had a really pissed off expression, and the title was something like "The Problem with Forced Diversity." That was certainly a thing that happened.
Really fucking funny to be doing that, as if you have a wolf, like, because like at that point you're 100% a furry. Like you're not escaping the allegations. I swear to fucking God, Moths are gonna be the okay. Nuclear detonation. I'm fucking erasing this because I think this guide's fucking up my ability to really imagine this.
Rats. Where rats?
That's a crisp.
Where the rats?
I think he was a furry.
That's if so, that is really funny and also a little bit sad. It's called a Freudian slip.
Rats. Where rats? Where the rats?
Starky, have you seen the Borb drones?
No, I have not. They're missing indefinitely. White shirt back? It returns after time. You don't take the shirt permanently. Unfortunately, never mind. That's a big cooldown. I think it's like 15 minutes.
Rats. Where rats? Where the rats?
I will develop a chemical that makes you allergic to all shirts. Mark my words.
What? That's some dedication to me never wearing a shirt again. I don't like it. I don't like the thought of it. It scares me. Okay, so I think part of the problem is I need to, because I wait, is it Friday? Yes, it's Friday.
Rats. Where rats?
What's up, Crisp?
Where the rats?
Never mind then.
Jokes on them. You don't actually wear shirts a lot. Yeah, that is fair. That is actually true. I don't technically wear a shirt. I wear a lab coat. Nerd! Okay, we're getting somewhere. Chad, it's only a lab coat. There are no pants under there. I'm correct. Oh my, he's shut up. So he's building correct. Put a shirt under the lab coat and have the reward remove that. He got his cloaca out. I swear to fucking God. If you're a bird, you're never outliving the cloaca joke. It's like, you know, I'm trying to think of like another soda that has to deal with that kind of stuff. I definitely know, you know, it's because it's different than like one of the Sona stereotypes. Starky, does your son have a pure cloaca? Neither. I'm a nanomachine goo. I don't need either. You chose the cloaca lifestyle. Deal with it. You what? Yeah, I don't need either. I'm just goo. I'm nanomachine goo in the shape of a bird. But I destroys your mind. Destroys pancakes with mind. I've been lied to all this time. Listen, you're the one who made any assumptions. Starky Kendall, yeah.
Rats, we're rats. We're the rats.
What's up, Crisp?
Starky, visualize this. You are unconscious. You slowly regain your senses and find yourself sitting on something uncomfortable. It's cold and you are outside. You can feel yourself brushing up against someone. Your hands are bound. You slowly wake up and see a guy and he says, "Hey you, you're finally
for fuck's
awake."
sakes. I don't fail off, and it's you, Starky. You ruined all of them. You've activated my secret kink. Cock blocking.
Rats, we're rats. We're the rats.
Welcome on,
How do you get rid of waste? Do you eat? Do you photosynthesize?
Starky consumes organic and inorganic matter in order to replicate new nanomachines, and he expels any unnecessary or waste byproducts as cubes. Did you like my gift? I did. I liked it, but I hate it. Don't silence. You can't silence the truth. Okay, this is actually also, this is like notably looking pretty fucking adorable. This is actually like very, very cute. And I'm really happy with how it's turning out. Look at the little guy. He's so excited. Well, I forgot one thing, Starky. I am into cock blocking. To be fair, having a kink for cock blocking is just chastity cages. Why the the filter is slipping, man. I'm saying more unhinged shit on stream. I swear to God.
We're the rats.
What's up, Crisp?
Oh, so you are a bird-wombat hybrid. I've not seen that before.
The bird-wombat hybrid? Why am I a wombat? Or orgasm denial? Starkey loved it. Oh, hold up. No, fuck. Okay, cool. It didn't biff everything. Wombats shit cubes? I did not know that. Hold up. I swear, Twitch. I need to read. Let me scroll up. Anyone else ever have that issue where Twitch just fucking refuses to let them scroll up? It's just you're unconscious. Or is it? If Starkey is made out of machines, that means they're artificial, and it has intellect. It's artificial. Oh my god, it's AI. I'm not AI. I'm also not a government drone. Yeah, I don't like this. Okay, so I'm into chastity, but not into orgasm denial is like a fascinating set of kinks to have. I won't lie. Because in my mind, I'm like, those two are part and parcel. Wait, that's not Crisp. I imagine Starkey has a waste phase out of his body at any time he desires. Basically. So if you see like you know, a giant, you know, tungsten cube in Starkey's lab, don't pick it up. That sounds like something a government drone would say. Starkey was joking. Lama, I'm not into either. Okay. I can't read. You have to remember, I have the tism. I can't fucking figure out. I specifically don't like being denied. That's fair. The stuff you said would be very surprised if you were. Here's the thing. I work for the government. Like I work for state level government, and I am a bird And also, I'm technically not even a bird. I'm nanomachine goo in the shape of a bird. And so the government drone jokes just write themselves. The artist drones look like the artist drones look like the furry artist drones. I won't lie, this expression is actually really fucking cute, and I'm kind of proud of myself for working it out. But I'm always proud of you. How dare. I think it needs to probably go like a little bit more like that though. Starky's the perfect bird friend. Listen. There are times I look at myself though and I'm like I'm like peak boyfriend material, I won't lie. And I'm like peak gay bird boyfriend material. Cause like I enjoy cooking, I want to work out and like get buffer. I said bird friend, not boyfriend. Listen, I'm allowed to call myself hot. Boyfriend, what are those? It honestly felt. But no, like, cause like I'm tall, wide. If I had the time and energy, I could reasonably like bulk up pretty substantially. I like cooking. I like house. Like I like taking care of a house. Peak bird boyfriend that eats microplastics. Yes. And peak in the sense of the video game where I fall and then die horribly. I worked out for 4 hours. How the fuck do you fit 4 hours of working out into a schedule? Oh, boyfriend, you just to cuddle? How does that sound? Yeah, I don't have to be your boyfriend to cuddle. I'm comfortable with platonic cuddles between friends. That's my average workout hours? How the fuck? How? That's like genuinely okay. Okay, denied. I'm not saying you can't get cuddles. I'm saying is like, I don't know. I view relationships a little bit differently. Is like in my mind, I'm like, because to some degree I am still like exploring what even I want from a relationship. I think is like that's like a big part of it. Starky's very independent and capable, not boyfriend material. Oh, so you want a codependent boyfriend? You want the codependent boyfriend who like doesn't really function without you. I'm also exploring, in all honesty. That's kind of why I'm like with friends I feel comfortable with. I don't.
What do I do with this mostly constructed hut made out of tungsten cubes I found in the lab?
I mean, it's fine. There's there's not. You don't really have to. Just it's fine. Just let it be. It's fine. I mean, codependent boyfriend kind of goes with some of my kinks, but I know practically that would have to be a conversation. What's up, Crisp?
What do you call a teacher who never farts in public? A private tutor.
I hate it. Welcome on, Kenny. Can we share for that, Kenny guy? I learned my lesson with the online relationships. Always me. That's my big thing now. Is like, if I'm going to enter into a relationship, I want to enter into it while I'm interacting with the other guy in real life. So that way, like, because like I want to have that like vibe, that time to be like do we actually, our I hate the English language because I'm trying to say are our vibes compatible? There we fucking go. I hate the English language so goddamn much. I'm saying, Starky, that if you wanted to hold hands, that'd be okay with me. I mean, like, I don't, Starky's hands are nice to hold. I don't mind hand holding. I don't mind cuddling with friends. The big thing is like if I'm going to be in a relationship though, I need to have that like in person like I need to have a little bit of time hanging out in person just to make sure that like you know our vibes are compatible. One day I'll hold Starky's hands.
Wretch, wretch, we're the wretch.
What's up, Crisp?
How can you fit 4 bottoms onto one bustle? You flip it upside down.
Terrible. Terrible. That's the funny thing is that's a joke that could potentially work in a straight conversation as well. Starky's a very lovely hugger, so I'm sure their cuddles are great too. That's right, Kenny has received one of my apparently increasingly world famous hugs, which I'm very happy. I'm happy to be known as the guy who gives good hugs. Hugs, don't worry, Zed, you can get your hugs as well. I'm going to MFF, so if you're there, I offer hugs and uppies. Comfy hugs shows you're safe to be around. Exactly. And like I do try to like based on the person, like because to some degree I like, you know, it's like trying to figure out like what, you know, like there's an art to being like, okay, like this is the kind of hug that they're looking for based on how they're hugging me, so that, you know, there's like an in the moment like min-maxing. No, I want to go to MFF next year though. I don't know if I'll be able to go to MFF next year. I don't know. Bitch, guess who released a new album? Cupcake. You heard of the genetic victim? But I think I like genetic perpetrator more. What the fuck is genetic victim? I'm unfamiliar with that concept. Okay, I'm just cheating a little bit and cutting this. What's up, Chris?
Someone said that MFF could be motherfucker fest, and now that's the first thing I think of when I hear people saying MFF.
Motherfucker fest. It came up with discussing Noir from the Fire Emblem as Tharja's genetic victim is... You know what? That actually fucking works out, and that's just accurate. Like you are correct there. I need to go to bed. Go get some good sleep, Mlamlan. Tharja's then the genetic perpetrator. Change your mother to monster, and you'd have a bigger following for this community, though. Love you, Warp. Have a good night for sure. Thanks for stopping by, you sweet bean. Sniffas and lickas. Oh yes, the good night sniffas and lickas. Very important. Okay. I don't give myself credit for my art often, but this is looking actually very, very adorable. I need to give myself credit for my art more often. Don't fucking clip me saying that and then send it back to me later. I will be mad. Monster Fucker Festival sounds fantastic. That also sounds like that'd be a good time. Remember to kiss your homies goodnight. Am I fucking stupid? No, I'm not. I was working on one of the correct layers. It was a multiple choice question. There we go. Cupcake in Smash Brothers 2026. I guess to be fair, there's there is a new console now with the Switch 2, so there's got to be another Smash Brothers. Okay. I just want an upgrade. I want an upgrade Smash Run. Hold up. Is this even correct? Would it be more like this? Because there's kind of like this is kind of like the side. Oh wow, that's a big bottom. I mean, to be fair, like the entire point of the pose is that you're showing off the ass. Like this is the Jacko pose. Although I think I'm not accentuating, because it's weird because it's digidegrade legs. So some portion of this, like if I actually like if I isolate the gluteus, like the gluteus, it'd be this and then this. Okay, so this butt is a little bit bigger. So I need to probably bring that in a little bit. How do you top the last Smash Brothers when they had every character in it minus having another banger like Brawler theme? You don't. Like you cannot. I think it's literally impossible to like have an upgrade to Smash Ultimate. I think you have to fundamentally like rework what you're doing with the Smash games in order to like meaningfully makes the next Smash game like an upgrade. There we go. That's a little more reasonable. Also, I did because there's sometimes I look at other artists and I'll like take notes what they're doing. So because I saw them kind of like doing like something like that. It's almost like an octothorpe or a pound sign or the flat sign, depending on, you know, something like that. Almost kind of like implies movement. Sharp, not flat. Oh yes, you are correct. It is the sharp sign because the flat sign is B. B. I guess to be fair, like if this angle, how much of the back art, how much of the tum are you seeing? And I think the answer is not this much. But no, this is just like because I just had like a day where I'm just like in like I was watching a VTuber who had like a werewolf model, and I was just in I was in a call, and so like the idea of the fucking this piece was literally just 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 like things what I'm doing versus what I would rather be doing. Okay, I need to fix this a little bit. It's one of those things where it's like I'm not, you know, there are people who are like super into puppy play, not my thing. But there are days I'm just like I just want to be a fucking dumb dog sometimes, you know? No thoughts, head empty, just fucking, you know, just roll in bed for extended period of time. I should probably I mean, puppy that doesn't have the brain cell that day. Exactly. Like that's like, you know, I my go-to example of like what I think of as being healthy, you know, like a relatively healthy relation, like dynamic, to some degree is literally just them, like they trade off who has the brain cell and who has to be the adult that day. And like that definitely seems to work for them. And to be honest with you, I think it would work for me as well. To just be like, okay, don't worry, you don't have to be the functioning brain cell today. Do I need to move, like, do I need to move you? I think I might need to move the face down a little bit. Because I need to make room for the goggles. There we go. Doggles. Basically. Hmm. How do because dogs wear goggles like around here. I guess we figured like the goggles don't need to be particularly big. They just need to be present. Werewolf Starky, cute, hot, appropriately spooky seasoned. Yeah. To be fair, this is technically not fully canon. I think it would be possible, but dogs don't actually wear goggles very often. Don't believe it. Listen, they don't, but it is cute. It's cute when they do. Okay. Anything is possible in your wizard with greater polymorph. I mean, like he just is goo, so like he could just do this. He just oops, just you know, whoops, werewolf today. Listen, some days you gotta just be werewolf. The fucked up thing is like I still have to draw another expression. Okay, I'm trying to figure out like how I can reasonably fit this a little bit closer to the corner. If I like I guess fair, like I if I'm gonna be doing this, I kind of need to I guess like the lab coat would be kind of bunched up here. I should probably make that its own layer. Again, why the fuck do I put so much effort into the fucking detailing of all of the fucking like the musculature and shit. Okay. We're cooking now. We're cooking with gas now. Gasolina. I guess like you'd still see like these muscles at least, because they're kind of outlining the chest. Okay. So now that we've got the sketch, let's refine it. Hold up, I should probably work on the other thing. Gasolina on it. All right, Phoenix. This is your fucking... Yep, this is 100% your fault. Because the only person who knows that I've been watching Centaur World is literally Phoenix. Because I think I've mentioned it offhandedly, but also I don't think anyone, because Centaur World isn't necessarily like a super well-known franchise slash series. I know from video essays, it's really surprisingly super fucking good. Like the final, I was not, because it very much does the like, it very much does like, I don't know how to describe it, like the Steven Universe thing, or like the like internet comic book thing, where like it's very silly at the beginning and then it ends with it be like with basically a revealing of an extended genocide. It's fucking wild. Oh, welcome on in, Raiders! Oh, hold up. I'm turned off. That's a draw. It's copy. Think of the post. Welcome to Lab Check. Glad you, sweet beans. Happy Heckin' Friday. So welcome on in. For those who don't know, I'm StarkyMorph, Big Gay Chaos Curry Internet, right stream live every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 7 to 10 p.m. EST. But no, today I'm working on a Weretober piece. How dare you? How dare you, Lewis? But welcome on in. Thank you so much for bringing over and over. I mean, were you working on your art yourself? You were. Okay, if you've not seen Azel is an absolutely spectacular TF artist. Like I'm genuinely blown away by like the understanding of anatomy and like the composition knowledge that's needed to make it like to make the kind of pieces that you make work. It's to the point where it's like I'm still scared to, because like I started learning about a little bit under 2 years ago now, and so I'm, you know, there's still a lot of improvement to be done, but gotta get an attire appropriate for the raid. Oh my god. But no, I'm like, you know, I've been working hard on art for about 2 years. I'm actually relatively happy with how this piece is turning out. Mostly because the expression. I was suffering trying to get this expression to look good, and now it is. But yeah, if you've not checked him out, go give. I'd be surprised if you're hanging out here and you don't know about Hazel Draws. Go give him a check out. He's absolutely spectacular. All right, time for me to figure out another expression because the entire point of this was I was watching a VTuber who had a werewolf model, and I was in a work meeting and I was just like, man, I wish I could just be I wish I could be a werewolf. All right. All right. I probably should not be freehanding this face. Because I very much am not I don't have enough practice with faces to be freehanding it like this. You know what? Screw it. It's technically not correct to do this because there are like minor edge cases where this does meaningfully like cause issues. But like you can do this to like, well, okay. I'm gonna have to adjust the location of the eye, but okay. I'm not sold on it, so here. Oh, whoopsies. Layer. Oh god. I really need to get better at working with layers. Okay. This is a cupcake song? This is like when you like this is like when like this would be the equivalent of like if Weird Al dropped like a really like, you know what, I wouldn't be surprised if Weird Al has at some point dropped like a super like sincere emotional piece. Okay. Okay, wait, this face is actually kind of coming together. Anyone else ever just feel like this? No, just me. Daily. But no, like this is me when I have to fucking deal with a work meeting. I'm just fucking exhausted all the time, constantly. Oh, hold on. I might. Yeah, I think I move the computer down because I unfortunately did not give myself enough space. This is me the other day when we were debating consent and vor. Oh yeah, that's right. We were talking about that's right. We were talking about consent and vor and the complicated relationship thereof. Um because of the guy who found someone in Germany to kill and then eat him. And then that guy got arrested because because he killed someone, which I think is fair. A classic Starky tangent. Well, thank you for the check-in. Welcome on. Glad to have you. Yeah. As much as cursed as that is, it is unfortunately a very common tangent we have here is stuff on that level. Oh, I gotta increase the beak size. But yeah, no. To be fair, apparently it is like a thing that happens occasionally. Oh, Becca, thank you for the follow. Welcome to live check. Glad to have you, sweet bean. I have talked with a person who had to moderate who moderates a vor chat, and they had to keep constantly kicking the same guy because he kept showing up and like was earnestly asking people to consume him in real life. And I'm like, that's fair, but also what the fuck? Okay. Yeah, it was like I had a pretty similarly concerned response to that as well. I mean, I don't know, man. Like to some degree, that like does like what is the differentiation point between like just engaging with it at, like as a kink just really intensely, and what like where does it become? Oh God, wait, no, he actually wants someone to physically consume his flesh. I guess it was probably like it's probably dependent a little bit on like how intense and earnest they're being about it. No Ola this time. Welcome on, Cornflake Girl. Oh, glad to have you. No Ola this time. To be fair, there are 3 options. I think the Ola is the second rarest. It's like that's the middle rarity. Okay. I have to be like, you can't get too detailed with this. There we go. To be fair, like, oh god, hold up. There is definitely like a time where I feel like they're like there are times where I get close to entering a flow state, and I think that's like a sign that like the perpetual like, I am making progress as an artist, even if it doesn't feel like it at times. I kind of like the fact that it's like a little scrungly. Like, I think the scrungle really adds flavor. Burb, welcome on to Rexalot. Glad I have you, Sweet Bean. Oh, hold on. I got to add the I got to add the mic. Like this, that way it's that way it's a that way it's like a work meeting call. Perfect. It's so scrungly. Oh my god. I think the fact that it is like a little messy makes this so much funnier. Because to some degree, like it is supposed to be like one of those like relatable comedy things where it's just like, ugh. Hold up. There you go. It can be scrungly, but I still can get the proportions correct. There we go. But I'm actually like relatively pleased with how the expression and posing came out. So now it's time to refine this a little bit more. Wait, how do thought bubbles work? I'm sure there's like a tutorial online. Hold up. Okay. I mean, I think this is correct. I just need to like probably avoid, some more like that. Oh, wait, no, I am dumb. Hold up. Because this is supposed to point inside. I see. I see now. There's gotta be like a better way for you to compress the space here, though, right? Because like I feel like I'm not necessarily using the most effective use of my space. Like there's this zone here that's not really doing much. Look up on Corvic. Glad I have you, Sweet Bean. Name of the hydrate as well. Oh, what a cute piece. I'm glad it reads like that. Hold up. Let me see if I can move him into the corner away from the tail. And then like I can like decrease the canvas size, that way I don't have to like something like right here. And then I can move the werewolf off to the side. It does a little bit look like, oh god fucking damn it. Oh wait, hold up. These are different layers. There we go. I love the piece. I gotta be careful because like currently it does look a little bit like I'm mooning myself, but that is really fucking funny. That to be honest with you, that does make it a little bit funnier. So I'm actually gonna keep that. It builds character. Can I stop building character? I've got enough of it. I promise. I don't need any more character. I've built up plenty. There we go. Now I can crop this. Character equals ass. All right, time to get squatting. Squatting for character building. Part of me does. Do I line this or do I work on more sketches? Because part of me really does want to line this. Like, this is very cute. He's watching the ass. Don't let the bubbles lie to you. At the very least, like, a refined sketch layer wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing. Yeah. Actually, yeah, I should probably do a refined sketch layer because unfortunately the clothing, the operator in Leon Kennedy. Leon Kennedy is the. Wait, no, hold up. Is who? What's the name of the protagonist of Resident Evil 4? It's definitely Leon, but is Leon his first name or his last name? First. So is his last name Kennedy? I need to play Resident Evil 4 at some point. Yep, okay. That's what I thought you were referencing, but I wasn't 100%. There we go. They did the villain of RE4 dirty in the remake. Like, well, okay, so I'm vaguely aware of the plot of RE4. I believe the way the villain of RE4 has been described to me as like Napoleon, but like with dwarfism. We did to say it in a little bit nicer terminology than was originally described. Okay. I do think that the fucking expression game is just there we go. What in the this feels like this is like remixed dubstep from someone's like they took a bunch of like this almost could be like Germa step, where like they just take a bunch of random like Germa audio clips and then just fucking turn it into dubstep. Except with I guess with animals instead. But no, at some point, because this has been a good like this has been a good study for like back muscles and posing. But at some point, I actually like I should probably sit down and do like individual studies for like the various you know, smaller details like the way I draw hands and all that kind of stuff. Is figuring out like how I want to draw stuff is always like the biggest stressor. All right. Is this another Cupcake song? For all of the horny shit that she's done in previous albums, she actually is like genuinely a pretty talented lyricist. In the OG, the Merchu fight was all cool and shit. Loses his shirt, and I think it's the first time I started questioning my sexuality. The remake, they unthoughted him, Close stayed on and gave him the one anime voice where it sounds like a 15-year-old trying to sound like an adult. Welcome on, NBC. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Okay. All right. Working on the cute puppy face. I actually am like I'm very, very pleased with how the expression. It was one of these where it's like I was trying to figure it out like at the end of the last stream and I was just fucking losing my mind because I was just like, why does it look like ass? And then it's like it's like, you know, the advice that creatives usually give, which is like, if you're struggling with something, come back to it later. Like work on the part that you know you can do. And that's definitely good advice here. Because it helped me, you know, just basically be like, okay, let me come back with refreshed eyes. Because there definitely is like it's like, it's not quite eye fatigue, but it's like style fatigue, where like if you like look at the style for like long enough, it like it all starts to just kind of like meld into itself. Okay. Okay. I swear to fucking God. Never mind. I take back what I said about her being a genuine lyricist. There we go. Okay. Again, I need to. So to some degree, this is also me trying to force myself to break the habit of treating my sketch phase like it's line art, but just like going over something that was definitely a sketch phase and like trying to avoid drawing the same line, like trying to get it avoid perfectly, like trying to make it one line. All right, welcome on Zara Crisis. Glad to have you sweeping a show for Zara Crisis. I see. I think I see what's wrong here. This must be a little bit rounder. So something closer like that. Welcome on. I think we have to save the hydrate and the stretch. That's a good point. I need to probably be doing that. Okay. Let's see. Now let's see if we can get the pupil to work. I struggle so much with it's so weird to me how I struggle with eyes more than I struggle with hands. Because like hands like at least have like there's like mechanical consistency. Eyes are like related like completely. So like you know, they're always like they're always gonna look at the same location, but like because they're located at different things, there's like very slight differences that you kind of have to spot. Oh, that scared the shit out of me. SkyX, thank you for the follow. Blood check. Let me sweep in. This is the hyper focus that takes over sometimes. Is that even? I think I drew the nose too big. Hold up. I just found out the mangaka who wrote a manga I'm enjoying also wrote Orgasmicism in Sex Student Council Gaiden. That, you know, that is, those are, I'm assuming that those are titles of, eroge. And it further proves the point. Those are certainly, phonemes is correct as well. But no, I assume that those are title of Arrogay. I don't know, like the like the pipeline of like what a wonderful collection of words, not necessarily in that order. I mean, orgasmicism is not a word. It is a title. I should not have phrased it like that. Climax Exorcism hasn't been animated yet, but isn't it Shimonetta? Oh god, wait, Shimonetta rings a bell. I can't remember. Is that the one where they're fighting the censorship? Shimonetta, yeah. Is that the one where they fight the censorship by being incredibly horny in public? Yes. Okay. Anime is weird, man. To be fair, like I respect it. As someone who is in a community that is very much, you know, marginalized, and also like is intrinsically sex positive. I'm glad that stuff like that gets made. To like be like, hey, you're never gonna get away. You're never gonna escape the horny, no matter how hard you try. I even got a sexuality. I'm enjoying it. That's fair. I'm sincerely glad that like it does exist for sure. Oh, welcome on Omega DJ. Glad to have you. Hi. Hello, hello. But yeah, I think especially now it's kind of important to like acknowledge and appreciate like sexuality and kink. Well, with all the gestures gestures widely more. I got a fucking ad from Visa, and I'm like, I hate Visa. Fuckers. I'm just like, oh, but also it's like, there's certain things I'm like, why would you advertise this? You know? It'd be like a fucking getting like an. I guess to be fair, I was about to give the example of like, yo, it'd be like getting advertisements for milk, but no, that's actually a thing that milk companies do. I'm here to vibe and chill after a long day of at work, clean dishes. Well, we're glad to have you. I can't promise that the vibes will always stay chill, but oh, hold up, because I'm in the wrong playlist. There we go. I've seen so many articles trying to paint Gen X as anti-horny as someone who's chronically online. That's not true. That's fair. I'm not on Facebook, so I can't. I personally cannot vouch for whether or not Gen X is particularly pro or anti-horny. It to some degree is funny, because my mom is like increasingly more comfortable talking about stuff. Or presumably you met Gen Z. You meant Gen Z. I was about to say is like Gen X is like I'm not sure. Yeah, no, Gen Z is very much there's like definitely a group of Gen Z that doesn't really understand history, that are like, oh, if we're not horny, all the problems will go away, but no. I'm sincerely like I'm 100% of the opinion that like for the furry community needs to be like, we need to maintain the weirdness, like the difficulty of marketability. I was laughing my ass off when fucking Skittles tried to appeal to the furry community. And they just got inundated with porn. It was genuinely, I think, the proudest I've ever been of the community. They did what now? Wait. Oh, okay. Hold up. I gotta. As someone who's terminally online, let me inform you of a terminally online moment that happened with a brand, which is really fucking funny. So Skittles was trying to appeal to the furry community, and they did a competition where it's like draw Skittles a fursona or whatever. Which is they've committed 2 sins. First, being a corporation in the furry space, and 2, asking for free art in the furry space. So immediately, furries were like, all right, fuck it. And then they drew their personas fucking a bag of Skittles that they put, like, fox ears on. Skittles the candy? Yes, Skittles the candy. And I was just like, I don't know what the fuck they expected. It was the kind of mystifying decision where I was just laughing my ass off the entire time. Because it was immediately, it was just like, wow, you literally could not have possibly fucked this up any more than you did. Like literally the 2 cardinal sins of being a furry: capitalism and asking for free art. I'm sure there's, like, you could probably find, like, because it was on Twitter. Okay, I thought you were referring to some internet. No. The candy company. It was just really fucking funny though. I'm sure if you, like, well, I don't know if it's I don't, because Twitter's search functionality was garbage even before it, fell to shit. But you might be able to find some of that art online still. I have to imagine at least one of it got uploaded to E6. I like how the line is, "My mom's my mom." Notably, in this song, he does not specify whether his mom is human or not. Also, On Comedy Time does, like, these songs go way too fucking hard for how like the topic that they focus on. I wish some furries wore Skittles costume and added fox ears and paws and femboy stockings and prayed at the adult zone of the furry convention.
Help me, Step Skittle-chan. I'm stuck between the couch cushions. Step Skittle-chan?
Oh my fucking god. But suffice it to say, yeah, they immediately realized their mistake, and I think that's been the most recent case of a company trying to appeal to furries. I know to some degree there's, like, I guess there's, like, Fortnite, which does it does succeed in appealing to the furries, at least. Okay, if I rest my paws, busy workday, and then errands. There we go. Okay. I'm relatively happy with how that expression's turning out. But no, I think like, it's one of the things where it's, I think like there's a fundamental, like, it's difficult for, normies to approach the space, but also, like, it's weird because the furry community is growing. So it's like, it's one of the things where it's like, I hope I hope the furry community hits the mainstream, but also, like, it doesn't meaningfully change, which I know where, like, those two ideas are, like, intrinsically contradictory. Because, like, as you welcome in new people, you're always gonna, like, have new people kind of approaching the furry community and trying to change it. But no, like, I feel like the furry community is not perfect, but I genuinely think, like, it is one of the better spaces to just be in the modern day and age. It's like that one study that, to the surprise of everyone who isn't a furry, found that being in the furry community is really good for mental well-being. Like it's like, okay, well, you know, it turns out people really want community, to the surprise again of absolutely no one. Community is good. Yeah, it turns out community is kind of like extremely important to be a functioning, you know, well-balanced person. What about hands that have a thumb on the top and the bottom of the hand? Like are you proposing like okay, I'm about to be distracted drawing hands. Cause are you referring to like if this is like if this is the hand? Well, come on in, Saber. Good idea, Sweet Bean. Can we shout out for Saber? Like if this is like the profile view of the hand and you have like the, you know, the thumb here. Are you suggesting that there's like a second thumb like on the other side of the hand? Or are you looking at more from like the, you know, hold up. Hold up. I'm committing to the silly bit. Second thumb on the other side of the hand. Okay. So closer to like this. So this, where you have the four fingers and then the two thumbs. All the better to grab grab you with. All right. Also, Saber, I did a I'm actually happy with how the art's going. It doesn't often happen, but I am very happy with how this is going. Because I don't know. I'm just happy with the more than anything, I'm happy with the expression. Because I think like there's certain things that I'm aware that like I'm better at than others, and I feel like I need to improve my expression game. Like my ability to figure out poses is pretty decent. Not great, mind you, but I would say like if it's one of my good points or my bad points as an artist, I would say it's probably closer to one of the good ones. I still love the pose. The question, because I think this does reasonably come across enough as like the dog play pose. Even though it is also the Jacko pose, incidentally. Oh, the Jacko pose? Yep. It is in fact both. There we go. Kind of like two large talons in your finger curved claws that look like they could be used as sickles. I ask because there's that type of draconoid anatomy. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so this is, yeah, this would still be here. Because like I'm because to some degree adding the I think the jacket always like that one of the things I definitely need to figure out is like how to draw like reasonably good cloth. There we go. Catif/Kainari anatomy isn't that dissimilar from humans, but I like to play with the concept of how the anatomy of Anthros and the like would differ from normal human ones. That's fair. I'm a big fan of the tag is usually like what's called fergonomics, like paw shoes. I'm a big fan of where it's like you know, is taking into concepts like where like what you would need to do to make a piece of clothing or like a chair comfortable to sit in. Little detailed stuff like that I think is always like, it's always a little fun, you know, fun little detail that I think goes a long way. And also like, I just think it's cute. I think paw shoes are like one of my favorite like design elements. The problem is like I every time I like, you know, I guess to be fair, like I need to kind of redesign my Badger Man and then I can give him paw shoes, but I definitely so far like the two characters that are like definite mainstays for me are Starky, who is a bird primarily, and then Anthus, who is my moo man, Minotaur. Chair legs would be about 3.5 to 4 inches taller, and you would need tail slots for the person sitting. Exactly. What happened to Flynn or whatever his name is? His name was Finn, and the answer is I'm probably redesigning him again. Is he just forever shelved? I think he's, because to some degree I think I was over designing him. And having Anthus around to like kind of inherit, because I'm gonna make a couple of like modifications to Anthus's design, mostly just like the horns. So like that, you know, that'll make that a little bit easier. Just like that way, like I'm not, you know, trying to get a bunch of different design elements on one Sona, and I can just kind of like split them more evenly. So yeah, like the answer is like it needs more development. Needs more development slash simplification. I guess we've had like, this is a little bit more front facing, so. I need to figure out how to draw beans convincingly. Oh, hold up a moment. We're about to run our second set of 3-minute ads. We run those every hour to turn off pre-rolls. People don't have to deal with the ads as soon as they join the stream. So if you want to go grab a snack, go grab some hydration, go take care of yourself, go take care of yourself. Go do it. It's important. Self-care is important. Okay, I need to keep in mind that, like, yeah, this is a slightly different angle. Oh god, why is art so complicated? I feel like there's always like 1,000 things I need to keep track of when I'm doing art. And I guess like it, you know, it is the eternal, like at some point you get practice enough where like things just like you're able to like make certain things subconsciously. Like you don't need to like do the like facial figure out, even though it does it does end up making things. Oh, I see. I missed some minor details. It does look a little skunky if I'm borrowing some terminology from Bran. But Veer, to be fair, here I think it works. Beans are easy enough. Take rough leather for texture, then take a look at your hands. Imagine how the palm pads maybe set up a humanoid hand. I mean, it's, yeah. The big thing is it's, like, trying to, like, you know... Because, like, I do have, like, a style for how I draw them. I should probably... But I also probably should go through the process of, like, you know... kind of, like, figuring out more definitively how I want that style to look. Because, like... Yeah. And it's also, like, it in part, like, you know, need to kind of style match for, certain details that, like, I'm sure, like, other people, like, don't actively think about it, but I kind of need to, because I'm still very much in the developing stage. I can be a little bit too obsessed with realism. I definitely understand that impulse. Don't get me wrong. Like, I to some degree think that, like it is a desirable, like, thing to achieve. But as time has gone on and I've gotten a little bit more experience, I do realize that, like, there's, you know, there's room for stylization that, like, you know, like, draw as much fun as it is to, like, you know, slowly approach realism. There are times where I'm just like, I just wish I could draw a fucking stick figure and you learn to appreciate the chibi style more, because it's like, it's so much more, you know. About the 100 chapters into a manga with a harem in the name, they've almost transcended the love triangle. You have a Discord by chance? I do. !lab chat. It's pretty laid back there. What in the world is this? !lab chat. It's not, I don't have it set up for Discord to minimize the number of bots who join. Here, let me... Oh, shit, you're killing it. I clearly haven't been paying attention. What, like, on this thing? I am really happy with how this is turning out. This is, like, the first piece I'm looking at. I'm like, I think, like, there is, like, also, like, because I am stylizing certain things, yeah, like, it does look a little bit better than a lot of my stuff where I try to go for strict realism. What is this? That's a skip. Oh, hell yeah. I love math rock like this. Wait, is this on... Did someone add this, or is this mine? Oh, this is from my, like, song playlist. 10 out of 10 would pet this bean? Heck yeah. That's the big thing, is I'm just trying to make, you know... I go for something kind of cute. Okay, so we got everything except for the legs. Yeah, there's just, I don't know. This was there was just a day where I was just in a call and I'm just like, I don't want to be, reject modernity, return to werewolf. It's also like, okay, because there is Embrace the Moon, exactly. There's like a weird, like, curve where it's like as you improve at art, like there's like this like weird fucking sinusoidal thing where it's like you know, it's like how good you think other like, you know, like art is from other people, where like as you become like better and better, you start noticing like small mistakes, and then like you realize that like to some degree that's not a mistake, that's like it's building into a style, and then like it's so dependent on like the specific piece that you're looking at. I think it's kind of cool because it really does show like the what's it, it's not subjectivity of art, where like depending on the day you can look at the same piece and be like, wow, this is great, or like more specifically with my art, I'll look at it, you know, I'll look at it and be like, wow, this is great, or wow, this is awful. Usually the latter. Oh, for you, CSP, you are killing me. I swear to God. Oh wow. Oh, I hate looking at my art. It doesn't get easier. Every single artist I've talked to is like, it doesn't get easier. Which is I mean, I'm sure there's like a critical mass where you look at it and you're like, you know, when you're like at the top of like your personal style, you know. But also, like, even then, I'm sure there's still things you look at and you're like, you know, because there's some like there's almost like it's kind of like you hearing your own voice. Oh, apps. To be fair, I have kind of gotten used to my own voice because I do occasionally watch my own VODs back for specific things. I don't like my voice, but I can at least hear it without like wanting to gouge my ears out. Like it's no longer like a visceral, like violent reaction to hearing my own voice. But there's definitely like with art, I think it's a little bit like different because there's like, no matter how like good you get at art, I'm sure there's always like stuff that you spot and you're like, I could fix this, but like it would require like fundamentally reworking something. Like it would be easier for me to start new than to fix this. So I'm just gonna like launch it as is. Which is like that's one of the things like I think that like is the most difficult to kind of understand as like you get into art. I can't handle hearing a clip from my channel, but I can handle hearing a clip from my channel, but I can't rewatch VODs. I don't rewatch full VODs, but I do I will occasionally like, you know, like cut out segments that happened for like clips or whatever. If like if they're like a particular funny thing happened and I'm like, I could maybe potentially use this as a short someday. All right, booty. Booty time. I also need to figure out like, so I'm assuming there's probably like, you probably want like thick line closer, thinner line farther away. Booty time. And then it probably like thick to light. There we go. All right. All right. Oh, I think I see why this doesn't necessarily look super good. It's because I think the cloth is supposed to go like, yeah, something a little bit closer to that. There we go. Trying to work on line weight as well. Line weight is such a fucking difficult skill to learn. It's also like exclusively it's like exclusively a digital thing. I guess we've been around exclusively, but like with traditional art, it's a little bit easier to like. It's not nearly so like, you know. And that's one of the things where it's also like you need to like kind of fiddle with your settings, because like the way you draw, like I have a tendency to like really like press down when I'm trying to do things. And to be fair, that's like not necessarily a good instinct, because like if I try to draw as light as possible, if I try to get like the lightest possible line from this pencil, like the first one didn't even take because I'm not pressing down enough. It's like you have to be so precise to get something like that. So I should probably mess with my settings a little bit, so that way like I need to like press down fully for like a thick line like that. Okay. Alrighty. I'm not sold on these toes, which is funny because I think the last time I was working on this, I was like, these are significantly better than the way I drew it before. Welcome back, Ilianos. Thank you for the traditional boar beat. Not sold on toes, noted. Listen, I think paws are cool, but I don't have a paw or foot kink, so that you are correct. Why am I being silenced? Am I not allowed to have an opinion? Fine, I see how it is. I'm just not allowed to have an opinion here, I guess. Alrighty. There we go. I'm getting slightly better about learning how to draw claws, though. I guess to be fair, like that phrase should have been like I'm getting slightly better at art in general, but I wanted to collapse the world by making the shut boar be hit by the missile, but instead I made the pause mighty and unquestionable. Well, because okay, so unfortunately that is you can't have the borbs collide. You are ever since I've been watching you improved a lot. I am sincerely glad. Like as much as it sucked at the time, I am glad I've been saving pieces as I've gone, because like it is great. It is like it sincerely like does help me feel a lot better to like look at some of my older pieces. Everyone starts somewhere. Yeah. I I think that I need to try art again. I highly recommend it. Honestly, streaming makes I've been neglecting it. Streaming like sticking to a stream schedule or like finding something else to like having a buddy or someone to like make you stick to a schedule of doing art does a lot to help make it like easier to stay consistent. The difference the difference in energies is really fucking good. Oh my god. Okay. Part of me is like, I don't think I want to line this. I think I want to keep this as just like a refined sketch. And I think I want to like just put this up online at some point. I could probably like add just like a little, you know. Eh. I ain't sold. All right, I think I'll leave it. I think I'll leave that there. The question is, do I want to do like an art? I should probably do art for another hour. I'm like, part of me wants to like surreptitiously check, to see if a certain person is in the chat because I want to avoid. I have another piece I can work on, but I do need to avoid spoiling it. Whatever. I'll just work on it. I've been working on lining this piece a little bit. In my free time, of course. So, lining time it is. Alrighty. I'm watching small children being terrorized by free-roaming deer in a park. Are you in Japan? I guess to be fair, I don't think deer are native to Australia, right? Are you at the, to be fair, like, I think the deer park in Japan actually, like, don't the deer straight up, like, bully people? Which is really fucking funny. Wait. Why are her lines so much thicker? Still here until Halloween. Gask, you risk spoiling art. Bad bird. Listen, it's fine. Nara deer? Yeah, the Nara deer that are... they like apparently like are just like they're so confident around people that they'll just straight up bully people for snacks, which I think is really funny. Because like here, deer are like the most skittish, like scaredy cat animals. But like I think specifically in that park, the deer there are holy. I want to say that like they're like you're not allowed to just bap them. Because they're like I think associated with the shrine and they're like a, you know, a holy animal there. They're the polite deer, they bow first before they choose violence. I suppose that's fair. They're definitely like, you know, they're definitely deer here that'll just be like, well, they're spoiled rotten. Yeah. I swear to God, I can tell when it's something to do with fucking Final Fantasy 14, where like I'm like, is it a Final Fantasy 14 song? Does it have like that one da 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 da? It's got like there's a motif that they throw in every song. Da 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 da. Yeah. I've never played Final Fantasy 14, so I definitely have not hit any of the like raids that any of these boss songs are from. All right. Especially since their natural predator is like extinct. I'm trying to think, like, did Japan natively have wolves? I think so. Or was it? I should grab more Final Fantasy 14 music than detest you. Listen, just make sure all of it, like, because if it all has that specific like chord progression in it, I'll always be able to tell. Because it is a very, very distinctive it is a very distinctive type of like, you know, leitmotif, I suppose. I got yelled at by my German friend for saying leitmotif because apparently it's a leitmotif. At one point, yes, not sure if they're still around. I mean, like, you know, there's definitely like I'm sure that, like, you know, there's arguments about like whether or not to bring them back. Because like I know Yellowstone Park has seen a lot of success with the wolves added there. They have wolves. The last recorded was one scene where like the early 1900s. The last one specifically the Hokkaido wolf. The Hokkaido wolf. Actually, it'd be a little bit more square. Well, shit, the Honshu wolf has gone extinct. Man, poor wolves. They still have bears. Do bears eat? I feel like bears don't eat deer, though. All right. Hand time. Everyone's favorite. We do love bears here. Bears are like definitely I would consider an A-tier species. Yes, we do. They're at least A-tier. I wonder, like, oh, the animal too. I walked right into that one, didn't I? I didn't even, I just walked right into it. Bears are an apex species. I mean, so are humans. Welcome on in, Jaren. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Go shot for Jaren. All right, hands. I should probably bump up my stabilization for this. Gonna chill in here, recovering from being sick. Understandable. Get some good rest. Go make sure you got some tea, hot soup, whatever you need to do to take care of yourself. Okay. Actually, tea is a great idea. I need to get into the habit of drinking tea. And also probably just stop drinking soda. Apparently, like an equivalent amount of sugar is like significantly worse if it's in a drink versus if you just eat it, which I think was kind of interesting. Is like something about the way your body uptakes it like makes it significantly worse for you. So I need to probably cut sugary drinks out of my diet, but take away human technology and leave them with their hands, skins, and teeth. And they're not that much higher than the squirrels and the coyotes. Humans are an adapted species. I mean, okay. Humans are basically the nature equivalent of the fucking Terminator, in that we are persistence hunters. We are relatively good at regenerating from pretty significant harm. Honey is a good all for sweetening tea for sure. Welcome on, Ninja Fox. I have some local honey I need to use. Admittedly, I should. Part of me is like, do I save it for I guess to be fair, like you know, when spring rolls around, I'll get the honey then, because it's my understanding that local honey can help a little bit with like allergies, because it contains like local pollen. So if it's specifically like I think it's called raw honey, where it's like been unprocessed and it's still got some of the propylene in it. I believe it can help a little bit with seasonal allergies. Although, you know, I don't know if necessarily know if there's been isn't that a myth? Like I said, that's one of the things where it's like I don't know if it's like actually like if they've done studies on if that's correct or not. Because like that's one of those things where it's like it could reasonably be like a wives' tale, or like, you know. To be fair, there are certain wives' tales that are very much like you know, there definitely seems to be some truth to it. Right, enough humans are fucking persistent and somehow, even for being so frail, are frighteningly destructive. It's just like you know, the human, it's the fucking like the I'm gonna reveal an unfortunate truth about my backstory, which is I used to frequent Reddit. But there was the idea on Reddit of the immortal snail that slowly like always approaches you and eventually will touch you and kill you. No. I'm sorry. I've lied to all of you. But no, I don't go to Reddit anymore. I have not been on Reddit and I'm sure my old Reddit account still exists, but I've not logged into it in at least. It would have been in college. How long have I been out of college? 5 years? It's like the weird variant of the cigarette snail. The idea is like the crux of it is like it's like a thought experiment. Like you're given an arbitrarily large amount of money, but there's a snail. Like you're given a massive amount of money and immortality, but there's a snail that's constantly chasing you. And like, if it touches you, it'll kill you. It's like, what do you do to deal with a snail? Humanity is basically the eternal snail, where like no matter how fast and far away you run, we'll find you. We'll catch up. And eventually you'll tire yourself out. And the snail cannot be stopped or trapped. I would smite you down, but I shouldn't throw stone in glass houses. Immortality sucks. To be honest with you, I think it very much depends. It depends on, structurally speaking, how you approach the immortality. Quick tangent, have you ever read something from r/HFY? No, that doesn't ring a bell. Okay, cool. Kite the snail, have servant attach tracker to it, then shift between living North America, the EU, and Australia. That's definitely like, I think that was like the go-to plan for in that situation for sure. I don't know. Like that definitely strikes me as being like a very, very solid like default plan. Agree, but agreed, boring. Yeah. Okay. Do I need to... Again, this is my first time ever drawing a woman.
A woman? What?
I love that button. I love that button so much. That button's my favorite button. Is that two peck? I guess that's probably closer to a peck than it is a breast. According to American Academy of Allergies, Asthma, and Immunology, the pollen contents in local honey is unknown and the most likely too small to do anything, and many of the allergy-causing pollens are windborne. I mean, the former point does reasonably account for that, but the latter point, I think, I think that one's maybe a bit of a weaker response. Like saying that, like, you know, on average, the pollen count would be too low. Is a bit of a stronger point, but to say like, oh, like most pollen, like the most allergens are windblown, because that's getting on the bee either way. That's what they say. I don't know, like the part of my brain that's like physics and science and math oriented is like, that's bullshit. That's weak reasoning. Your reasoning is specious. Specious? I can't remember. It's good to support your local beekeepers. It really is. Support bees. I'm happy because apparently the bee population is like resurging significantly. Which like that's like one of the pieces of good news to keep you going. The bees are doing better. Researching isn't growing. Yeah, I believe they're like where like the bee population is improving. Again, I can't again, like you know, Google to verify, but I the last I heard was bees are seeming to like doing a little bit better. It's just kind of been lost amongst all of the gestures broadly. Holy shit. Yeah. some good news if you needed it today. The bees are doing well. Also, Texas beekeeper is the sweetest woman on this planet. I feel like there's a lot of patience that goes into being a beekeeper. I feel like beekeepers on like if there's one group of people that I feel like is on average very, very like kind. I almost said sweet, but then the pun writes itself, so I specifically avoided that. But if there's what bummer news about the bees though? No, but go ahead and throw it out there anyways. Kenny! Welcome on in, Raiders. Good to have ya. I'm afraid of no ghosts. I'm not afraid of no ghosts. Oh, you're playing Phasmophobia? How'd that? Welcome on in, though, everyone. Good to have you. For those who don't know, StarkyMorph, the Gamecast creating the internet. Friday stream every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 7 to 10 p.m. EST. Mostly playing games every Tuesday, Friday for last year. I learned to do smart. We did this. We finished up this piece today. This was how was Phasma though? I was working on this piece because I was I was just in a call I was in a work meeting one day, and on my my monitor because I work remotely, I had a werewolf VTuber on, and I was just like, bottom mutt, no, that's a different thing. The European honeybees are the only other ones people are so focused on saving that they're not managing to they are managing to do it, but the native bee population are not tending to as much. Huge portions of the bee population are solitary bees that are still affected. That's not great, but welcome on, Puel. Glad to have you, sweet baby. Hi, Starky. Oh god, give me a shout out for Puel as well. Here, let me get the Twitch.
And it has been another great day of saving the bees.
Here, make sure that Kenny got the Twitch shout out. There you go. And if we get shout out for Puel, how you doing, you sweet bean? But yeah, no. This was just like I was just in a work meeting at one point. I'm just like, hey, I'm really happy I captured perfectly the expression of being in a work meeting. So the Texas beekeeper answer videos. Learning about native and solitary bees is a great way to start helping students them. Yeah. I mean, I feel like a lot of like native flora and fauna like is just a result of like the fact that we just put fucking grass. I hate grass so much. Not weed, but like the lawn grass. Some bullshit. But you know, this was just like, so to explain the theory behind this piece, like I was does that mean that Starky's Canopy is a huge dumpy? Yes. Welcome on, Amber. It's good to have you, sweet bean. But no, this was like this idea for art popped in my mind one day. Are you part of Starky's Huge? It popped in my art one day because I was watching a werewolf VTuber on one of my monitors and in a work meeting in the other. So I'm just fucking dead inside, being like, God, I wish I was a werewolf. And also like this was like figuring out like a pose, like this is to some degree me figuring out like this was a lot of like back muscles and pose stuff because like unfortunately I didn't think about the lab coat, but there is like, you know, the musculature of the arms and the bare ass at 9 a.m. on a Friday. Yes, correct. But yeah, so I'll probably put this out there later. Anyways, I'm now working on a gift piece where I'm trying to, because it's supposed to be a surprise. It's for a certain certain lady, a
woman. What?
I love that button so much. I did my first D&D session and I was woefully unprepared. You're never ready for your first D&D session, but as long as you had fun, that's like the only thing that matters. Line art is an experience. Line art is the experience of crashing out. But, you know, it does to be a DM, you need to have a decent honestly a lot of it comes down to just like decent improv skills. Like a lot of it comes down to improv skills. Line art's fun. I don't mind line art that much. It's like, for me, it's like very like meditative. Also, welcome on Tiger. Go ahead, sweet pea. Good shout for Tiger. For Tiger Figure. My improv skills have been honed by teaching classes, children. Understandable. My improv skills were good until I opened my mouth. To be fair, like, I think streaming has, like, meaningfully improved my improv skills a lot. You're okay using a module? Yeah, for your first time DMing, using a module is a very... You're more than, like, you know, it's honestly pretty solid advice to, like, use a module for your first time, because you're already, like, there's a lot of skills you need for DMing, and, not having to worry about working out a massive overarching story does a lot to help give you this kind of space you need to build up those other skills. There we go. Say Tiger. You recover too quickly. Well, you have to, like, because you need to, like, really spam it. Like I think I incidentally timed it where it's like if you are, like, using the redeem as quickly, like, as possible, a single person can knock me down, but you have to keep it going. And I think it's like you have to. Someone did the math. You have to send like 27 Pikmin to kill me. But also no Pikmin. Not allowed. Banned. Why are you like this? Think of this now. 23. Okay, now I'm gonna fucking start. How am I done the half health already? Oh god! No! Help! God, stop. Is this what you wanted? Is this what is?
No.
Oh. What the fuck? Well, that's a interesting way to break. There you go. Okay, so the fixed board is still available. Starky's Foobar. Y'all crashed my Twitch client. I mean, you can. I think you should, like, there should still be the redeem to fix me, but also, y'all clearly aren't done with your Pikmin yet. Good. Yeah, the health, the heal is there. All you got to do is heal me. Otherwise, I'm just stuck down here for, like, you know, however long you want me to. That was probably not a smart idea to give you guys control over when I stand up, but yeah, here we are. Unfortunately, 50 points isn't within the top 6, so I got to scroll to hit. Oh, that's fair. It's probably just a little bit easier to solo me on mobile then. Leave him. Or you end up being forced to rant about Mayo again. Okay, I can't do a meta rant, but I can do a rant about mayonnaise. Okay, hold up. We got. Again, you people force me to spread the truth of mayonnaise, i.e., like, it's a pretty solid condiment. It's definitely got, like, some curse potential going on with it, but, like, it you know, when compared to the fucking godless abomination that is, you know, Miracle Whip, mayonnaise is frankly the, you know, it is the ambrosia of the gods. It is a gift from the Lord himself to make your sandwiches taste a little bit better. But you know, again, that's only in comparison to Miracle Whip, because there's better condiments out there. Like, there's, like, you got, like, chili crisp, you got, like jalapeno ketchup. That shit slaps. You call it Miracle Whip. It's not fucking mayonnaise. Miracle Whip is okay. Miracle Whip is not mayonnaise. I specifically did not say it was mayonnaise. What the hell's y'all's deal with Miracle Whip? I don't know. Chad fucking loves Miracle Whip, and I think it's a sin. Specifically Jaren. I didn't bring it up, but yeah, you compare the two because the fucking because of the context of yesterday. I will drink Miracle Whip. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself, and more importantly, don't do that to the people who are around you. They care about you. They want to see good things happen to you. OG Mayo's made of vinegar, egg yolk, and oil. Yeah, it's those three things. Miracle Whip is not bad, but it's not mayonnaise. Thank you. Although I'm of the opinion that Miracle Whip is bad, but like I'm not gonna crap on someone who likes Miracle Whip without provocation. I brought QB Mayo fucking slaps. No, it should have been left on the floor where he belongs. Yeah, Tiger?
Where the wretch?
Tiger being a bully.
Would you rather eat ass or Miracle Whip?
That's a terrific question. I think the answer is ass. I'm not even into ass. I'm not even into eating ass. I think the answer is ass. Oh, God. Why am I being canceled?
No more.
I didn't realize that liking eating ass is fucking required to be on the internet these days. I see how it is. Patrick voices Mayo kink for you, Kasai. Yes. Not into ass, yet you dry yourself with the ass the size of Texas. It's the pose. Fucking okay. You'd make me pull up the goddamn reference again. It is entirely the pose. It is entirely the pose because it puts it all on display. It is like if we're drawing like okay, that's where you know. I hate stabilization. There we go. Like that's reasonably the cheek size. I ain't like Texas is small compared to most provinces of Canada. Listen, you're correct. I'm trying. If Canada's so big, why won't they let me in? Let me inside of you, Canada. I'm just trying to move, man. I'm fucking over this shit, man. But no, like Canada, please. Oh, well, calling Texas small. I'm gonna be honest with you. Texas is big, but the people to make up the rural parts of Texas are very small. In the emotional sense, in that they're shitty, small-minded people. But I'm talking, of course, about like specifically like the deeply red rural areas.
Wretch.
The places like Austin, pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff.
Damn, your ass so fat it's bigger than Northwest Territories.
Ass so juicy is bigger than the Yukon. Hold up. Booty. I hate my brain sometimes because my brain fucking wait. What's the name of the What's the name of the thing from Star Wars that they cut open and then they like they're on the ice planet and they cut it open and then like warm up inside of it? They're like the name of that alien that they're riding. Tauntaun. Ass so juicy, I'm gonna cut it open and sleep inside it like a tauntaun. I hate that I know this. Listen, the only thing I know about Star Wars is the fact that the music in the cantina is canonically called Jizz, and then Disney, the fucking cowards, retconned that, so it's no longer called Jizz anymore. But deep in my heart, it will always be Jizz. True fans call it Jizz. You know that thing where they stab squishy balls with a stick in Japan? Mochi? Are you talking about mochi? Jizzer band? Dongo. Dongo. I couldn't remember. Dongo is correct. I ate some. Honestly, Dongo looks really tasty. Just like it's basically like potato. I guess to be fair, I'm thinking potato mochi. Dororongo. Isn't that one anime with the like crocodile headed guy? Dorodongo? Oh yeah, no, never mind, that's the one. that's the anime with the crocodile headed man. Speaking of Japan, can we watch some bizarre Japanese game shows? Dorohedoro. Yeah, I don't worry, I knew that, but I was for the bit. How do I? Does that look? Does that look good or like ass? I think it looks a little bit like ass. So. Okay. Shark. I feel like with Shark you gotta give him sharp teeth. You gotta give him the like the bloodline destroyers. Like the teeth so sharp they kill you and the person behind you. Dorodongo. Oh, it's the dirt orbs where they like polish dirt until it shines. I think that's like one of those like memes. I say that I sound 1,000. What are memes? They polish dirt until it shines. Back in my day, we just ate it. And then we drank from the hose. Okay, I don't love it, so. Because I think it's closer to like a smirk, so you're not seeing the full teeth. Are you that young whip? Are you what they? Are you what those young whippersnappers call an unk? I don't know about this, Jimmy. You don't want to piss off the Rizzler. He'll take your wife from you just like he did to me back in '94. Son of a bitch. Okay, what? I'm crashing. I'm about to fight my tablet because it's nope. The tablet sometimes just like the drivers just do not like working. There we go. Perfect. There we go. That looks more reasonable. I will not DJ tonight, but Starky, mark my words, you will get whole pick Monday. The fuck did you just say to me? The whole pick Monday? I mean, I you know, I'm flattered you'd offer, but I'm not looking for whole picks right now, to be honest. Remember Saber? Which hole? I don't. The song I tried playing. Oh, okay. Tenor! Oh my god. Well, you can join us for the last 10 minutes. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Give me a shout out give me the Twitch shout out for Tenor. Welcome on in. For those who don't know, I'm StarkyMorph, the gay chaos creating internet. Very stream live every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 7 to 10 PBST. Mostly I play indie games, however, every Tuesday and Friday for last year and 3/4? I don't. It's October. Oh god, it's almost been 2 years of art. That's horrifying. I don't like thinking about that. But we're doing art. We're doing art today. I finished up this piece. Where hold up. This piece was in Locktober. I got the key. Oh my god. We love art. Yeah, I'm relatively happy with how this was going. This was inspired by a day where I was watching a werewolf VTuber in the morning while stuck in a work meeting, and I just said fuck it. Reject modernity. Return to goober. Return to cute and fluffy. Also, we're about to run our last ads. We run those every hour to turn off reels, but people don't have to deal with the ads as soon as they join the stream. Unfortunate though, but also welcome on in Ouroboros. Welcome on in PJ Spades. Welcome on in Tenor. Welcome on in Sager. Good night, sweeties. Welcome on in Zeronis as well. That's a very juicy butt. I swear to. Who is this VTuber and did they? I'm banning everyone. I'm banning everyone. It's okay. I don't think we'll have time to get to it yet. Oh god, wait, no, never mind. It's next one in the queue. Even me? Yes. You're all banned. Also, welcome on to Pixel. Good night, Sweet Bean. But yeah, no, so this is a piece that I was working on that I'm relatively happy with how it turned out. Is it because of the miracle morph? Yes. Okay, it's been real. Understandable. You take care of yourself. You gotta do the post-stream care. Please do so. Thank you for bringing your community over. I really appreciate it. We don't talk about Miracle Morph, but now I'm currently working on line art for a gift that I'm making for a friend for her birthday. It is approaching, so I gotta. I mean, I got like a. Oh god, wait, no, it's October's almost over. Fuck me. What about Omega Mart? Starky's viewership after banning everyone 0 viewers, 2.7k gooners. I mean, you kid, but... Wait, hold up. Am I actually at 2.7k followers? That's fucking wild to think about. Talks about Miracle Morph behind... I'm gonna ban you. I'm gonna send you to the Shadow Realm. All right. For those of you who got hit by the ads, should I? For those of you who got hit by the ads, be thankful. You can't hear me. You can't hear me, but be thankful you got hit by the ads at the moment that you did. Whoever requests this, this is Oceano. Oceano is the only one who ever requests cupcake shit. Hold up, is that even more shark? Excuse me? The only one? Wait, have you been stealthily adding cupcake shit to the queue when I haven't been paying attention? Okay, there we go. I did it at the beginning of the stream. That was, oh, okay. Oh, you're the person who put in like the actual music from the actual music from Cupcake that I didn't realize that she actually did. SMH. Yeah, it's exclamation mark SSR now because we moved. I moved. I got like a little sick of the meme songs, which unfortunately are making a bit of a return. So you know, be mindful. But no, I got a little just tired of the meme song, so I said, fuck it, let's stick to Spotify for now. I just know her more than her horny songs. That's fair. Okay. Like, if people actually listen to her music, y'all would find bangers and deeper lyrics. Okay, I'm liking that expression. So how long is the Hopeless Core rant cooldown? I think it's like 30 minutes. It might be like, no, I think it's like an hour. Because it is a touch on the disruptive side. Okay, hold on, because I have to add some tattoos yet. Is this song about Twitter? Exceptions from her Cupcake album is so good. This song is great. It's kind of a banger for sure. I want to see you rant about the pandemic of men making podcasts. I feel like we need, like, there's definitely a part of me that feels like we should regulate fucking podcast mics. Oh, well, Ambrose, it's Spotify. It's not YouTube. Oh god, fucking damn it. Hold up. That made my screen flash. Wait, what? What happened? Because part of me is also trying to figure out, like, I got some tattoos to draw, or like, I guess, like, not tattoos, but it's close to like patterning. I'll be honest with you, I'm not the hugest fan of LMFAO. They're very much endemic of their time. The Egyptian characters actually messed up my screen. That's really funny. Something like that. Because there's like it's like a diamond shape going on. Hold up, but actually it might, because it's hold up. Hey Starky, guess what? I was thinking it's like beautiful looking at its 3D Starky and his beautiful eyes. How dare you? I guess for the model is absolutely spectacular. Oh, what's up? Don't fucking... You have the nut sound redeem. You're coming over tomorrow. Be ready. You better be ready for burger tomorrow for dinner. I'm down for burger. I like burgers. I need gasm sounds. Can you be trusted with gasm sounds, though, is the question. Yes. I don't like the ellipses at the end of that.
We're the rats.
Lizard, 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 lizard,
Lizard, lizard,
lizard,
lizard,
lizard,
lizard,
lizard.
Crisp, you're going too fast. Lizard, 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 lizard. Okay, Stargate, I can't trust you. I can't be trusted with gasm sounds, just saying. Yeah, that's fair. I can't be trusted. Since I have a button that that says bird. 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 Isn't that what this is? Yeah, it's basically, to be fair, that was in response to him being asked a question he didn't like he didn't want to answer. That was a character responding to basically being told what would happen if your brother died and you were forced to take the throne. And that was his response.
Rats. We're rats. We're the rats.
Bird, bird,
Bird, bird,
bird,
bird, bird, bird, bird,
bird, bird, bird, bird, bird, bird.
Stargate, I have an asset in VR chat that I could make it say bird when hit. That's really funny. I really need to get back into VR chat more. Better yet. They're the hydrate. Also the check-in. Welcome on in, Pixel. Oh shit, man, I just realized what time it is. Fuck. I just looked over at the time.
Rats. We're
Alright.
rats. We're
Because
the
I still have to pack yet tonight.
Bob, 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 bob.
Alright. That's gonna be where it's gonna be half to where we ended off today. Mostly I don't have to pack a whole lot, just mostly just like a change of shirt. Like a change of clothes.
We're rats. We're the rats.
Gua slash gua gua, gua gua gua, gua
Okay,
gua
wait.
gua gua.
Oh, we have way too many songs in the queue for me to run all of these downs, unfortunately. I'm gonna go ahead and clear out the queue. And then we will... Let me go through the task of finding whomst we shall be raiding into. All right. Roger? Is Roger live? Roger Stash? We got Can we raid into Starky? No. Hold up. to make sure that we don't get last minute raided. I guess you're fair. This is the huge upside of a closing soon screen is like you can signal. There are definitely times where I'm raiding into the people that there we go, stop raids for an hour.
Hey y'all, Charlie XCX here. Due to a packaging error, we can't sell 3,000 liquors cookware sets, so I'm giving them away to my loyal fans for free. If you are seeing this ad, you can get a free liquors cookware set for free, but just a heads up, there are a few rules. You must live in the United States, and you can get only one free kitchen set per household. All you have to do is click the button below and answer a few questions.
You can still get raided, but it doesn't say you're ending soon. I mean, okay, so it's clearly my ending screen. Yes. I forgot how long it is. Sorry. No, you're fine. I'm just like genuinely. I'm unfamiliar with that copy pasta. Let's see. You raid over to Bran. Let's see. You know what? You know what we should be raiding into? I kind of want to raid into I guess we are. You know what? You know who I think we can raid into? Let's raid into Pocket. Let's raid into Paris. Because Paris is a heckin' super sweet bean, and I think the chance to show off her model is well worth it. Even though she's been going for 4 hours. So basically I get to do to her carry the extended stream love forward. Okay, right over to Pocket Paris. But yeah, if this is your first time here, I'm StarkyMorph, big gay chaos growing the internet, variety streamer, live every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 7 to 10 p.m. EST. Mostly I play indie games. However, every Tuesday and Friday for the last going on 2 years, we've been learning how to do smart. So if you like to see that, if you like to see the gameplay chat, the just chatting sections where I'm paused and then we talk for like an hour. Feel free to drop a follow here. Additionally, we also got a Blue Sky where I post art that I make as well as art that I get commissioned. I'm hopefully going to get into the habit of reposting art that I have not showed off in a hot minute. So, what the fuck? Thanks, thanks Spotify. Very cool. But yeah, so go give me a follow over there as additionally to get alert when I go live, as well as to see food pics, general ramblings, all the good stuff. I have a YouTube if you'd like to catch up on the VODs there, see what we've been up to. And then, of course, we have a Discord if you'd like to pop in there, say hello, Sweet Beans, see the current content Sweet Beans post. And we got a coffee sponsorship if you'd like to pick up some coffee from Dragon Roast Coffee with discount code StarkyMorph to get 10% off and help support the stream. It's really, really good coffee, so I highly recommend it. All right, I'm going to send you all over.
No.
What the Spotify? What is going on with you? Very bizarre. But yeah, I'm going to send you all over to Pocket Paris. Heckin' super sweet. Parasaurolophus dinosaur. I don't know how to pronounce that. You guys will love her to bits. She's got an adorable model. See you Monday, where we're going to be returning back to